Hello, everybody. Welcome back to South Park, the Stick of Truth. And we have a truth for you, is we forgot to hit the mic button when we recorded this, so we're doing post-commentary work.
Yeah, post-commentary. This is fun.
So it's been a bit of a pain.
Oh, yeah. So the software that we use is Game Capture HD, so when you press record, it doesn't automatically kick in the mic. You have to hit the mic button in order to bring it in.
I was wrong about it.
Which is a pain to remember, but I'm being new. Me being new to recording is just, it's a learning process.
And I'm tunnel visioned.
Uh,
Although I was new, I'm new to the way we record it here versus what I record on my other channel, Zunker's Gaming channel. Please go like, comment, and subscribe to both channels. But if you remember, in this part, Mike, you had to go and kind of redo a few talking points because at the end of the last part, you talked to him, and then for some reason didn't save because it started a new session, and so you had to redo a couple things. Here you were confused, why isn't this on the map?
Yeah,
it was pretty funny.
I was like, we talked to him, right? No, I guess it didn't save during the first recording of this.
Nope.
Oh man,
It's been a cursed playthrough, folks.
Speaking of curse, the new recent South Park game. It had, don't get me wrong, I was kind of interested in terms of the Rogue Legacy feel, but no, it goes back to the old 64 South Park games that are like the one that's a first-person shooter where you're throwing snowballs at turkeys.
Yeah.
No, we're back to that AA feel of licenses. All right. Oh shoot! This, we're gonna lull him to sleep. Why not? Lullaby. I forgot how broken this was.
Yeah, having the Plagues of Egypt is brutal.
But being able to lull him to sleep where he doesn't even do damage, boom, he's out.
And then he's dead.
Bye.
It's you start just annihilating this game at this point, with little hiccups here and there, I think, but very, very minor hiccups. You don't die. There is a death. There is a death.
There's a couple deaths. That's coming up.
Yeah, there is a death. I do remember that actually from the. That's ending a part actually, or an episode.
Because there is one mechanic in there that I freaking hate in this game. I don't know why they put it in. Granted, it's funny when you get to a certain section, but no. Why?
I don't remember what you're talking. I don't remember which one. What mechanic you were talking about?
We'll get it. We'll get there.
We'll get there. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we are, as I said, we're post-commentarying because we're dumb, and this is the rest of the playthrough is going to be like this, folks. So the entire rest from here on out for the next 8 parts or so.
Yeah.
We're going to get us in post-commentary.
Not actual live commentary.
Not live commentary like normal. So.
Zunk just had another Zunkerism.
Good old Zunkisms. But you were talking that this game was just on a recent.
There's a channel on YouTube called Game Ranks, and there's a lot of new games coming out in 2024. Or if you're waiting for certain games and you're looking for some RPGs to revisit, South Park: Stick of Truth ended up showing up on one of the top 10 RPGs to revisit in 2024. Up on that list was also the Mass Effect trilogy.
That's fair. I started a new playthrough of that, but I haven't went back to it in a while right now. But I did enjoy the Mass Effect trilogy. I could see this game being on there. I'm curious what other games were on there.
This one.
Some of the Final Fantasy games are 6.
No.
No?
None of the Final Fantasies.
Impressive.
Yeah, really impressive. Well, also
I figure 7 would be up there.
Well, the thing is with Final Fantasies, even the most recent one that I've played, which is Final Fantasy 15, 100%ing that game, and even getting everything on your skill tree, you're still looking at a 100-hour playthrough.
Oh.
These are games that they're either they're very good story-wise, or they're short enough and very well crafted. And are a nice, almost concise RPG that you can just go back and revisit.
Yep.
there is a thing like with smaller RPGs. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing when a game is smaller in game length because now it forces production to be quality during that shorter time. Or not saying that longer games don't have quality, but it's just the emphasis on quality is there. Like, me adding all the.
Yep.
Doing my thing, just like
upgrading
inventory management. There's like Mass Effect's on there. One of the games I'm currently playing privately right now, also kind of doing some exploring for the channel because it is a fantastic AA game, even though it has used to have EA's logo attached to it. It's Kingdoms of Amalur, Re-Reckoning. It's the HD res up and re-released for PS4 and Xbox One. And it's a nice like fantasy AA game backed by THQ, which if anyone wants to know any other or notable series that they make, Darksiders. Darksiders is hands down one of my favorite games from them.
I've never played Darksiders, but I've wanted to.
Oh, dude, the art style, it's what draws me to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, going back and playing Kingdoms of Amalur, I'm picking up on voices like, man, you were in Skyrim. I could tell.
Fair.
Mr. Hanky.
I can't remember what I was doing here. I was thinking about something on where the hell we were supposed to go.
Yeah, I don't remember. You were a bit discombobulated with how the beginning of this episode had started with things not being there. I think you were kind of.
Oh yeah, that we were going after a certain side quest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the she-ogre.
The she-ogre, yes.
Yes.
AKA Stan's sister.
Nothing can prepare you for this battle. If I die, tell the guys I fought bravely.
I'll tell them that you died like a bitch.
So, this is my room.
Oh, this is my room.
I'm never coming out.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I think I made note of it when we first started. Trapped in the closet.
Ah, there we go. Oh, did I take a crap on? Nope, I did not take a crap on that
You
toilet.
did not take a crap. Actually, I think you just kind of stopped taking craps,
Oh yeah,
which is a weird sentence to have to say about a game.
I'm full of shit. Ah!
And here we go. We're fighting the she-ogre.
Oh, that would be an insult in of itself. Oh yeah, we did have a episode where we showed Mr. Slave's summon too. Not looking at that
Oh, that we did.
because on there it was the summon from the City Walk and Mr. Hanky the Christmas Boo.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I will say this is one thing with this game: the summons are absolutely fantastic, and it's a nice hat tip to Final Fantasy because there are some summons in certain Final Fantasy games that they're that level of over the top, and I like that they just as a hat tip, like we respect you for bringing this in.
Attack!
I love it.
Absolutely.
So, commentary wise, this game, and I've said this before, but look it up at that top corner bar. Look at how many status debuffs are currently going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
Cherry bomb. Grossed out. Use tampon.
oh god. I've watched this multiple times now, and I'm still just
Like you're still shocked
the shock factor's still there.
because you think you would know what Matt and Trey Parker would pull, but yet at the same time, this is what makes them great comedians. Is that they constantly subvert expectations.
They absolutely do.
And that's why I respect them as comics because them and Jim Norton does the same freaking thing when he interacts with audiences. Right when I think he's going to go right, nah, he's going left.
Yeah, so your setup here is is absolutely. You know, this she-ogre, as we're calling it, had over 35,000 health. I think about double where it's at now, more than double.
Yeah.
And just you just the annihilation of the health bar. Now, granted, you don't have a ton of health, and you're getting your ass whooped too because she hits like a truck. But that was like 5,000 damage just from all the debuffs.
Oh yeah,
it's insane how much. And this is how stats effects should work, by the way. How that should work, damage over time, is it should do you. That's what I like about games. That's what I like about this game is.
You mind if I update my status while we're waiting here?
Is you know, you don't have the same enemy being leveling up with you. Yes, there are like rehashes and different enemies, but man, like you can just wreck people. You can go to a spot where maybe you should have done 3 or 4 levels ago, but then you're overpowered and you just wreck shit. And I love that in RPGs.
Well, even with this, like you can do this quest. If you don't do any of the side quests, but you still level up, but then you get to like this spot in the game and you don't touch any of your side quests, you can still like they still scale some of the bosses to meet your level because this is technically a boss as a side quest. However, it's not. You're not going in so overpowered. I'm going to one shot you.
Yeah,
and that's what I like.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Like there's. Oh, yep, I went down.
You did.
Oh yeah, this was one of the few that like I went down and I'm like, crap, I gotta do a revive potion. No, I don't think I did. No, yep, this is what I did right here.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna kill the killer.
Yeah, I was like, nope. Here we go.
Yep. I forgot. Yeah, you didn't need to use it.
Oh no.
And you get your health back basically once you're.
Take mine iPhone again, and I shall bring justice swifter yet. Get out of my room!
Dude!
Oh, this game's so much fun.
This game is absolutely fun. Stan is now your friend because you beat the she-ogre.
We beat up his sister.
We beat up his sister, who is a bitch.
Oh, but we're absolute pricks for doing that.
Oh yeah. He stole his iPhone. Like, come on now, you know?
Hey, you know what? He's playing outside. Why the fuck does he need his iPhone?
That's a whole different conversation for a whole different day,
right there. There's a commentary on modern day America.
Yep.
Kids can play out. Kids need to be outside, but they can't be outside with their technology. Are you freaking nuts?
Oh man.
Oh man.
So yeah, in the last few parts, I believe we went to Canada.
Yep,
we went to Canada. We defeated the bishop.
No, that's coming up.
It's coming up. I thought you went to. I thought you already did that. You might be right. You might be right. You're right.
That's coming.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. And yeah, this game's like 10 years old. Come on.
Yeah. I don't care about spoilers. You know, we were talking about RPGs, that stuff that we can go back to, and then we talked about this. You and I talked about this a little bit offline. You know, RPG light, I'll call it because of how it is. But you know what? A game that's coming out late May that I'm absolutely looking forward to is the Thousand Year Door Paper Mario remake. I am so excited for that game. I can't even tell you how like just. I love the Thousand Year Door. It's one of my favorite RPGs I've ever played. It's not the most heavy RPG, admittedly. It's obviously a very light one, which is more in my wheelhouse with RPGs typically. But it is just such a great, phenomenal game. I'm looking forward to it. I like it more than Super Mario RPG. You guys saw my love affair with that game, so I can tell you everything you need to know. I'm curious how they remade it too, because I've seen some things. It doesn't look that different, so I'm curious how this is going to work.
Honestly, one of the games I'm like surprised by with like how attractive like the gameplay looked was this new Peach standalone game.
Yeah.
That's one like I am very curious like how they've transitioned her as a character. Because she's mostly a side character outside of like the giant Nintendo collaboration games.
Yeah, I mean she was always a damsel in distress, and obviously nowadays we're getting away from that. And
come on.
And you know, I mean, just look at what Mario Odyssey was.
Yeah.
I mean, to some extent, I mean, Princess Peach got. I guess that's a bad comparison, but because Princess Peach did get captured in that game, and Mario tried forcing a marriage, so maybe that isn't. But even still, this. I meant not Odyssey. Wonder.
Yeah.
You can play as Peach, which I think is great, which I don't think is a bad thing. I want to make that clear. I think that's cool. I think that's fine. But Yeah, so I mean, but this is the second Princess Peach game, I believe, too. This is not the first one. There was one earlier in the Switch cycle. I believe it was Switch cycle.
I think it was before Switch
Maybe
cycle.
Wii U. I couldn't quite remember.
But I think it bombed for some reason. Like, it didn't have the appeal that it should have.
Well, yeah. I mean, we could go into that commentary, which I'm going to avoid. But yeah, I'm sure there's. Maybe it's just a bad game. I don't know. I've never played it. But now.
Here's one of my favorite sections. As I was telling you, it's like I was so excited to show you this because in order to get the flute... Oh, I put the
Man Bear Pig.
Man Bear Pig, yeah.
On top of the cock.
I touched the cock.
You put... I mean, that's what it is. Male roosters. Roosters. All roosters are males.
Oh, here we go.
I'm flummoxed by cock. Nazi cows!
Yep, Nazi cows. We get to fight Nazi cows.
Looks like we got a fight on our hands.
You thought this was the worst thing coming.
Hey, a Blitzkrieg? It's a Moo Krieg!
That was awful.
Oh, I know.
That was awful, Moo Krieg.
Hey, the Blitzkrieg showed what the Germans...
That was utterly bad.
The Blitzkrieg. It showed what the Germans were capable of doing. Move it!
You're full of bull, you know that?
I know.
Oh, man.
Utterly tasteless.
We've proven that time and again with our playthroughs. You know what's funny about this game is this was technically our first game that we recorded. First initial start recording, because we didn't record all of them.
I completely wiped them out.
Oh yeah, you just destroyed there.
So one of the things here is that if you don't completely wipe them out right off the bat, is that if you notice, they had dynamite around their...
I did.
They will suicide. And pretty much almost one hit kill you.
Yeah, no, suicide moves.
Yeah. And you'll see like all the blood and giblets just like come down to it's like they didn't leave much to...
That's disturbing.
So here's where like some of the fart mechanics come part of exploration. It's just stuff we've seen before, and it's... Gosh, it's like... You think about like... Yep, that just got blasted in a bit. Oblivion.
I got ass blasted.
Yeah. Like, you don't think like... Oh, hey, we got this in for combat, but also, like, how can we do this for exploration? There's very little games that do that.
You're absolutely right. It is a fairly rare thing. Although, ironically, you don't use the fart really in battle much.
No,
but you don't need to.
I don't need to as a class that I'm playing because it's...
I sure did, Rancher Bill.
All I have to do is
And
just
my
plagues.
abilities will be greater than ever before.
And I'm hit for strategy, or for debuffs.
Well, you earned it. See you around.
Thanks, new kid. I couldn't have done it without you. Where should we go next?
We killed the Nazi cows. And we got the flute for old Jimmy there.
Jimmy!
Jimmy.
Jimmy's... And I think I said this while we were doing this, was Jimmy... Part of the reason why I ended up sticking with Jimmy quite a bit for these last few sections, thinking about, like, the status effects, debuffs, being able to, like, put opponents to sleep before all that hits means I'm stacking points of damage before even my next turn hits. So I'm basically getting a free round of combat right off the hit.
Yep.
Which is
huge.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Because this game is, I would not call easy. At least it seems like. I've not played it for myself yet. It has easy moments, and you can make it easier just like any RPG.
Yeah.
But it seems like that later bosses, you can get fucking wrecked in this.
Oh yeah, you can get absolutely...
And you do get wrecked later.
Yeah, you can get absolutely wiped here. Whereas, what becomes rewarding and what I like how they designed this is that if you pay attention to the mechanics, you start like figuring out, oh, I need to start chaining this. You and we play Magic together.
Mm-hmm.
You know how like some of the strategic depths of like the chains that I make in terms of Magic decks. It's if I can have one thing that now chains into another thing. Oh, these two things are now popping off this thing. These three things are now popping off it, and you start. It's you're using a snowball. You're starting a snowball at the top of a mountain by the bottom of the mountain. It's like, move out of the way, motherfucker, or you're getting ready.
Whoa, bitch! Get out the way.
the rules, I have money.
Well, I just dated myself with that song a little bit. Well, listen to that song in high school.
Oh, I think we both dated ourselves with how old that is. Old school Ludacris.
I was in high school when that song came out because I remember jamming out to it with my buddy in an old red car that we drive to Wendy's so his cousin and her boyfriend could fuck, and they give us money to go to Wendy's in Fremont. It's a true story. I swear that was true.
No, this is going to take me quite a bit. I remember when Usher's "Yeah" landed, and it
early
hit, and it hit hit as like one of the top pop songs for that year, if not the top.
I feel like that was like 2005-ish, so almost 20 years ago now.
It's like
Close your eyes, no more thinking
that
about
just
thinking about
like I go back and I think about that, or I think about
leave now with
Akon,
for you are
Smack That when that came out.
Folks, basically what we're saying is you get real nostalgia for old shit,
Oh yeah.
and if you're young, you'll be there too. So.
Oh yeah, eventually.
Someday you will be old too.
Well, you're getting to the point where you're going about to feel your balls drip in toilet water. I don't want to be that distinguished. That's a Craig Ferguson bit.
The look, if we had camera on, the look I just gave him, by the way, like, the fuck, bro, the fuck, it was the fuck, bro, the look.
I get that plenty of times at work anyways.
That's fair. I mean, I did too, to some extent, back when I worked with you, but
granted, there's been a couple times like, I give that to my boss because he says something like, I cannot believe you said that, and meanwhile it goes over another person's head. I'm like, oh my gosh, think about it. He said something about, oh yeah, my doctor said I could stroke out anytime I want. He completely blew over a coworker's head.
I think along those lines, one of my favorite jokes is, like, I was at the doctor's office, and the doctor told me I had to stop masturbating.
No.
I asked why. He said, because I'm trying to examine you. I heard that joke the first time a while back, a long time ago. And I fucking died to that joke.
We found it.
You didn't. I don't think you ended up finding all the kindergartens. By the way,
No,
I think you basically just gave up on that side quest
because I would have ended up having to look it up, and it's one of those few side quests like they don't give you the map markers.
Yeah, and you're just like, I don't give a flying fuck, which is fair.
Oh man, I think we were debating at this point, like continuing on or wrapping up the session.
Yep, well, wrapping up.
Yeah, I think we were fast travel, and we were going to wrap it up.
Yep, and we were going to wrap it up, and you'll see that here in
Smash
just a little
banner.
bit. You're smashing the banners, and I believe that will be.
Yeah, that'd be it for this part.
That'll be it. And then I put the tag on there for 15 seconds. So thanks for joining us for this part. Keep joining us next time as we continue on through the Stick of Truth. Until then,
See ya.